Imagine this: the phone in your hand, the car you drive, even the missile that protects your country. All of them depend on tiny hidden minerals buried deep under the ground. They're not gold or diamonds, they're called rare earths and strategic minerals. And whoever controls these controls the future. Today, there's a silent global race to find, mine, and protect these resources. A race that could decide which countries rise and which fall. India has joined this race too. And what happens next could shape our next 50 years, our economy, our security, and even our independence. In this video, we'll uncover what these rare earths really are, why they matter so much, and how India's hidden reserves and bold new strategies could change our place on the global power map. What are these rare earths? Let's start simple. Rare earth elements are a group of 17 special metals like neodymium, dysprosium, and yttrium. You'll find them inside every smartphone, laptop, wind turbine, electric car, satellite, radar, and missile. They make magnets stronger, screens brighter, batteries longer lasting, and weapons smarter. They're called rare, not because they're super scarce, but because they're hard to separate and refine. You need complex, expensive technology to make them usable. That's why only a few countries can actually process them. And guess who dominates? China. China mines around 70% of the world's rare earths. But more importantly, it processes around 90% of them. That means almost every country, including India, depends on China for these materials. These minerals are the invisible fuel of modern life. Think of your smartphone. It needs rare earths to vibrate, to produce sound, and to display colors. An electric vehicle? It needs rare earth magnets for its motor. A fighter jet? It needs them for sensors and guidance systems. So, if a country loses access to these materials, its clean energy projects, defense systems, and tech industries could collapse. That's why, when China recently announced new export rules and tighter control over these materials, the world panicked. And for India, this is a warning, because we import most of what we use, especially magnets and refined minerals, and mainly from China. If those supplies stop, it's not just an economic issue, it's a national security risk. Now here's the interesting part. India actually has rare earths. We have coastal sands in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Orissa, and Andhra Pradesh that contain valuable minerals like monazite. We also have deposits in Rajasthan and Gujarat. But the problem is, we don't yet have the full chain. We can dig the raw material, but we don't have enough facilities to refine and make the high-tech magnets or parts. It's like having coffee beans, but no machine to brew the coffee. So India still imports the finished product, especially from China. The government has finally woken up to this challenge. It has started a national critical minerals mission, spending thousands of crores to explore, mine, process, and recycle rare earths. Plans include new processing plants, joint ventures with friendly countries like the US and Australia, and even setting up a strategic reserve, like a safety stock for emergencies. This race isn't just about business, but also about power. China already controls most of the rare earth supply chain. Now it's using that power as leverage. Recently, Chinese officials asked India to promise that magnets imported from them wouldn't be re-exported to countries like the US. That's how serious it has become. Every shipment, every deal is tied to global politics. Countries are rushing to secure their own resources. The US is reopening old mines, Australia is building new refining plants, Europe is funding recycling programs. Because everyone knows that the next global conflict might not be over oil, but over minerals. So what should India do to win this hidden race? First, build the full chain from mining to refining to manufacturing magnets and components right here in India. Second, invest in technology. Refining rare earths is complex. We need R&D, pilot plants, and skilled engineers. Third, form smart partnerships. Work with countries like Australia, Japan, and the US to share tech and secure supply. Fourth, create a strategic reserve so we never face shortages in a crisis. And finally, do it sustainably because rare earth mining can harm the environment if not handled carefully. If India moves fast and smart, we can become self-reliant. Think about it. The 20th century was shaped by oil. Whoever controlled oil controlled power. The 21st century will be shaped by rare earths and critical minerals. The countries that control them will lead in electric cars, artificial intelligence, defense, and space. Those who don't will have to follow. India has the potential, the reserves, the talent, and now, finally, the urgency. The question is, will we act in time? The future doesn't just belong to those who dream big. It belongs to those who dig smart. These hidden minerals, unseen, unheard, buried under our soil, may decide who India becomes in the next 50 years. So the next time you hold your phone or see a windmill turning, remember, it's powered by elements you can't see, but that shape everything you do. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And until the next time we meet, stay curious, stay unaligned.